Best Damn Sports Podcast, period. 806. 806. 806. Catching the vibe. 806. 806. 806. 806. 806. Shout out G. 806. 806.
Now in the mix with DJ Wolfka.
Man, you already know what it is. Your boy Melly Melon. This is the Best Damn Sports Podcast, period. This is 806 the show. We got a fantastic show for y'all today. As always, I am joined by my co-host. My co-host to the left is wearing all black and making him look very slimming today. Make some noise for R.E.G.
What up, y'all? It's always when you wear black. Right? Always. Yeah.
And my co-host to the right is not wearing black, but also looking very slimming today. Make some noise for Sanchez.
It's pretty black to me.
It's off black.
It's a little faded. Couple times to the lawn, you didn't it?
This is so material. This is like a shiny
That's
black.
that shiny black. That's the sports stats.
Yeah.
It look like a sports
It look like a navy blue. It look kind of like a
little bit faded.
For my ink, it's the light.
It's the light. I have a blue light on me. It's the light.
Yeah. And our special guest today, if you've been outside for the last probably 10 years, you've probably seen this motherfucker running outside. Usually shirtless. In some weather you're not supposed to be shirtless. Make some noise for Angel Batista.
People, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I'm excited. This is my first podcast, so I'm excited to share it with you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome to 806 the show.
Welcome to 806 the show.
Having me, man.
So before we talk about all your running around and shit like that, let's talk a little NBA. Let's talk a little Celtics talk.
Yeah, man.
So by the time this drops, I think it'll be maybe a couple days before the All-Star break or at the All-Star break. So let's talk about the first half of the season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number one in the East. Things going pretty well, guys.
Comfortably number one in the East.
Comfortably
number one in the
+5.
NBA.
Yes.
To the point where we get like somewhat surprised when they lose.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
We don't act like we're number one.
That reminds me. I want to say I'm sorry, and I feel bad for anybody who bought tickets for Celtics against Lakers.
Oh, man.
Not only did you not have LeBron and AD, but you lost.
Oh.
And those
expected
tickets
it.
are expensive.
Yo, the most expensive tickets of the season
Facts.
to watch
Yeah.
none of the stars play.
As a Celtics fan,
And
I
this-
definitely expected it.
This is exactly
I
right.
called it. We were watching the game. I'm like, oh, they're going to lose. Because LeBron and AD's not playing.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And then,
Austin Reeves drops 33.
that was crazy.
It's like, all right.
Happens to the best of us.
And then what did Jaylen Brown? We had a bad day at work.
Yeah.
It was a bad day at work.
It happens.
I definitely wasn't worried seeing it. You know what I'm saying?
No, no. It's
As
one of
good
those-
as we've been
it's a
doing,
long
it's
season.
like those are gonna come, and I actually appreciate those because those are the ones we learn from. We need those. Get those out the way now, because you know what I'm saying. When the playoffs come,
Exactly. Because you don't know who's going to get hurt.
yeah.
Honestly.
Do you feel salty that LeBron and AD played 2 days later in New York?
I don't feel salty. I didn't pay for the tickets.
Nah, I get it. This is LeBron.
Honestly, if I was
LeBron's
LeBron,
4 years old.
I'd never play in Boston again unless it's a playoff game.
Lakers, Celtics.
They do what they
though.
want, man.
Yeah.
LeBron, he's the king. He can do whatever he wants at this point, man.
I have all the points ever,
Yeah.
okay?
He gets it.
I'm old.
And before I move on, I'm a man of my word.
Oh, no.
Last episode, I made a bet with Ariel.
Yeah.
He's a big UNC fan.
Yeah.
I'm a big Duke fan.
Is that
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
Jordan.
See, I wouldn't have had you on if I knew that shit. If I knew you didn't tell me that.
Big one, man.
We lost, so as I'm a man of my word,
There you go.
Oh,
Look at that.
wow. Cheers to that.
Let's go. That's the best thing I've
Cheers
ever
to
seen in
that.
my life.
Okay.
Best colors right there.
hey, why you?
Nigga, you're not a fan.
It's
I'm
funny
here
to me.
for that. I'm here for that.
I made a bet, and I'm gonna honor it.
I would have won Duke if I lost.
You made
know?
a bet. That's it. You know, I'm just happy that it
At
didn't fall through, you know?
at least it's Jordan. Whatever, it's Jordan.
I give them options, but they all had
Screenshot
Jordan.
this shit.
All Jordan.
Pay attention. Write it down. You'll
to
never
see it.
see me wear this fucking baby
to
blue
see it,
ever again
man.
in my life.
I can't wait till like screenshot that. No, screen grab this. 2 years later, it happens again.
I know. That wasn't even a tough loss. The worst loss of my whole. I know we just jumped from Celtics right to Duke UNC, but whatever. The worst.
Jason Tatum.
Yeah. The worst.
go.
Yeah, true,
It makes
true.
sense, makes sense.
The worst one. We lost. Coach K's last game.
That was my favorite.
Yo,
I hurt
I
my
was
soul.
depressed. I was just. And the problem is, like,
It was home, too,
I'm a
wasn't it?
vocal. Like, people know me as a Duke fan. I'm a vocal Duke fan. So the minute they lost, I literally had to put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Airplane mode at that point.
Yo, everybody's blowing
That's
me
why, that's why
up.
Billy asked. He was like, "Are you as big as UNC fan as he's a Duke fan?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yes.
Because people
Bullshit.
know.
First of all, the refs definitely hooked y'all up.
No,
That's a
no,
bullshit.
no.
How do we get
can't
not
blame
one
the
foul
refs.
call in the entire first half?
you watched the game.
You
They
can't
literally
blame the refs.
wasn't fouling.
You can't blame the refs.
It was like
Yes, I
literally
can. Yes, I can't blame the refs.
the amount of turnovers y'all had. You can't blame anybody but yourselves.
I didn't play.
Now
you
you didn't
did.
play. Now it's not we.
But we won. Yeah, we won.
No, but
You
that-
lost.
That is the right shade of blue, though.
No, it's not,
That's what it
man.
is, man.
Nah, Blue Devils.
The goat.
Hey, listen, we always split. You guys went at home at the end of March. You come to Cameron Indoor, and we'll see what happens then.
Y'all gotta make a trip out there one time, man. Either
I
one.
know.
I-
that
Cameron
would be
Indoor.
So
Listen,
dope.
I
Chapel
told
Hill,
my
one of those,
girlfriend, like,
bro.
if you get me tickets, I don't care who they're playing. They can be playing BC. I don't give a shit. If you get
Not
me,
bad either.
Yeah.
I've seen them. Anytime,
went to that.
anytime Duke comes to BC, I go watch him.
That'd be a
Dope.
perfect like.
But I was like, if you get me tickets to there, I'll propose on the spot.
Yeah, UNC versus Duke.
Right
No,
at
I mean
Cameron
that's
Indoor.
crazy. You're not gonna get tickets to that.
Nah.
But I'm talking like
What if?
What if like
on the spot.
You're in the fucking.
as soon as the tickets
crowd.
fucking drop?
Oh, the ring is in my
Rockin',
pocket.
man.
The ring is in my pocket. Are you kidding me? If you got
Goodness.
Duke UNC at Cameron, I'll
That is
cry.
like
I'll
a-
literally be in like.
That's bigger than like.
It's a small stadium too, though. So
very
like it's
small.
very
It's like
limited.
it's like
too.
Yeah, so you're like,
It's like a high school
personal fucking. And the
know.
energy must be crazy in there.
I know somebody who went to that, and it was insane. Brad Skeffington went.
Well, he was
Shout
a
out
Duke,
Brad.
he was a Duke fan.
I'm not sure if he was a Duke or UNC fan, but he
Oh,
went to that game. His father brought him. They were like right in the front row and shit.
Yeah, I don't.
I was like, dude,
As a-
I
as a-
wish I
as
had.
a-
Bucket list right there, man.
Absolutely.
If I was a parent too, I definitely dropped that bag for like that once in a lifetime
That
experience.
experience
what?
is amazing.
For my child,
You'll
or
never
something.
forget that.
Yeah,
I'd rather, and this is gonna sound blasphemous. I'd rather go to a Duke UNC game at Cameron Indoor than any Super Bowl.
I agree.
I mean,
man,
as me,
it's tough.
I don't expect anybody else to
Yeah,
agree with
yeah,
me,
yeah.
but me, like, oh, let's go. I want to watch the Chiefs.
Rivalry, man.
Listen, I've
Yeah,
been watching this shit since I was a little, since
The
JJ
kid,
Redick, since I was a
man.
kid, man. So like,
Even if it was your team in the Super Bowl,
yeah,
It's Space Jam, bro.
because that. So, contrary to what y'all believe, I am a Celtics fan. I'm somewhat. I'm a Pats fan, but I'm just a fantasy
Nets
football,
fan.
and as whoever wins my bets is usually what I'm a fan of. And I'm a Red Sox fan, but none of those compare how much of a fan I am to Duke.
Wow.
So,
Because
so like,
college,
interesting,
sometimes
man.
when you're
It's
like
more
a
passion.
college fan, it's just different.
it's way more
like
passionate.
The Super Bowl, man.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
I don't know. It's tough. If your team is in the Super Bowl, that's
that means all right, the
Crazy.
Patriots in the Super Bowl. If you had me, the Patriots Super Bowl or Duke UNC at Cameron, it's not even.
I was there in Minnesota, man, with the Patriots.
I was gonna ask you.
I was there, man, through flag football. We went on a trip out there, man, and
wow.
it was nuts. I mean, they lost to the Eagles, but that Super Bowl was just wild.
I mean, that's a once in a lifetime thing that you get to see a
Amazing,
Super
man.
Bowl.
Very, very lucky to be a part of that, man. Great time.
Do you know how much those tickets cost, by the way,
Right now,
for Super Bowl?
like $6K.
Oh, because it's in Vegas, man.
It's like 44K, and the first Super Bowl ever was $12 for the best seat.
yeah, but also
$12.
a cheeseburger was also 15 cents back then, so it's kind of like, you know what I mean?
The fact that, well, yeah,
$15 must be crazy to them back then. $15 for a football game. $15.
Yeah, it was fun.
Probably flipping out back then.
No way. I knew that. I knew that.
Imagine just $1.
Watch on TV.
You get in the game.
Times, man.
Oh yeah, like two.
Like a single dollar.
They're saying the best seats was like $12. So it's
Yeah.
like the worst
That's
seats
like 50 yard line, $12.
Oh man,
Unbelievable.
50 yard line right now is good 200K probably.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
quality of life's probably way better. They probably- Stress
Now we're
stress
going
free.
Let's bring the car back on the road. Now we're talking about quality of life.
Paying
Like, I want to be back in the
60s.
60s. Like,
Like
now.
1930.
60s wasn't kind to us, buddy.
That shit.
All right, well, I mean, we brought up the Patriots. So let's just jump right into the Patriots. Fuck it. So, Angel, your thoughts on Mayo being the
1920.
successor to Bill Belichick?
I'm surprised that he got named the head coach so soon. I mean, they must have,
That's what I
that
said.
must have been in the works.
Yeah,
already.
that's exactly what
They
I
must
said.
have already
They're
had the
probably, like,
discussion and
Bolding them.
next one in, next one up, and obviously as soon as they announced that he was the head coach, everybody talked about how good of a captain he was and a good teammate, and so I mean they must know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I just have no idea what to expect next season.
Not at all.
Quarterback play is
Right.
questionable. Everything's just in the air right now.
Definitely got to
and
make some moves.
it's rare. It's rare air, man. We've come along so far away from the championship and all the glory years that we had. So we're playing with house money still, with all the successes we had.
Yeah.
So whatever happens. I'm gonna be a diehard Patriots fan, anyways. But I honestly have no expectation. Like,
It's the rebuild.
yeah.
We're not used to. We're
not used to a rebuild.
We
That's
haven't
it.
seen the rebuild yet. This is the first time.
In 20 years.
And he wasn't
In
even
any
the,
sport,
He
honestly.
wasn't even the defensive coordinator to become head coach. Like,
Right.
he was just. He was.
That's right.
He was an assistant coach, maybe linebackers coach. Or
Oh
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Just like a linebacker.
And now he's the head coach. So like,
That's nuts.
I'm gonna ride out with it, but no
I mean,
idea
there's
what's
no
gonna
way
happen
Bill
next.
and Brian was going to be the head coach. Clearly, it was
No,
like, yo,
no.
I don't even think they gave him a phone call. Like, they wasn't. I don't think they fired him. Like, bro, you know you're not working here, right? Like, you know you're done. Like, I think Bill knew. Like, yeah, I'm packing my bags. I know I'm done. I don't have to fucking come here. Like,
It must be like a good locker room presence. Like they
of
must
course.
respect them a lot. Like in the locker room.
Oh no,
For like them to be like,
you don't-
yeah, we're definitely.
I think
Linebacker coach
Belichick
Young.
must have gave him the stamp of like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
stamp of approval.
Oh, this guy's a genius.
I mean, it wasn't
Type
even
shit.
24 hours, and we already had a head coach. And
Yeah.
we didn't even let rumors swirl about a potential, Bill O'Brien or anybody else coming along.
Like, this
And
is what we doing.
Like, this is
It's
it.
kind of
right here.
it's kind of like the Patriots way. We're gonna get this shit done quick.
Yeah. Absolutely.
No,
Linger.
no drama or anything like that.
But yeah, they were saying like he's like the junior anyway for Bill Belichick the whole time he was playing.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, it's like being the assistant to Coach Popovich. Like you have that.
Yeah.
So you automatically get the new job.
Ime Udoka was like that with Popovich.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
we respect him as a
I
coach.
know.
man.
I know we're bouncing around. I'd rather have Ime as a coach of the Celtics.
Yeah.
Right now.
How?
I second that, man.
Like
second that,
honestly,
man.
look, you look down at Houston, they barely got anybody, and they're playing hard, and Missoula's cool, whatever.
Jiu-jitsu.
But you just have, I mean, you got a stacked team. You know what I mean? Like you're not really doing much. I don't think he's ever. It's gonna be a problem in the playoffs.
In my opinion, had we had Udoka as head coach last year, we would not have lost to. that
Absolutely
Heat.
not.
No.
Absolutely.
I think again that's going to be a question mark for us in the playoffs. All this, with the number one team right now, but when the playoffs, you need
And honestly, back to Ime, Celtics. All right, you what did that do? Great.
Nah.
You suspended him for a year, and he got another job and got paid. So did he what? You Celtics are the only people who lost in this situation.
Yeah.
They're 23-27 for the Rockets right now, 12th place. But they have a young team who just
Very,
learned how
very
to
young
play.
team.
Who just learned how to play basketball.
Yeah, literally.
Like, they just got here.
No, I just trust his in-game adjustments
Yeah.
more than Missoula. Missoula just have his arms crossed the entire time, just watching the team fall apart
Hey,
and losing the lead.
Tatum,
There's
come
no
on,
winner call
score.
timeout.
No
Jalen,
timeouts,
score,
man.
come on.
I
Your
have
turn.
way more trust in Udoka, man. Honestly.
He's like a respectable presence too. Like he clearly.
Played.
Yeah. Missoula looks like just. Missoula looks like just like literally like an interim coach.
Still, man. Yeah.
He's still young, too. He's only a few years older than Jimmy Butler. Yeah, because they played together versus each other in March Madness in college.
Crazy.
So do you
Crazy.
think-
Imagine.
Celtics don't reach the finals. Is he gone?
No.
Oh, no.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Especially being number one for the first half of the season. There's no way you'd be like, all right, get out of here.
I don't agree with it.
Unless the like best player like Tatum just Tatum. If Tatum starts talking mad shit about him and he said he gotta go,
That's not
Like
then
Giannis.
it'll happen.
Like
how
the Bucks
Giannis
to
did.
just get rid of him.
Hey.
They're doing good.
They're doing bad without him. They
Yeah,
won-
yeah,
they
I
won-
don't
they won
know
four.
what
It's the
the
worst
Bucks thought.
stretch. Definitely is the worst stretch.
What did the Bucks think? Like, oh, Doc Rivers is gonna come here and solve everything. Like,
that's not my
what?
They're playing better defense.
He's been chilling.
His record doesn't show, or his record prior doesn't show that he's that guy to do that. Doc Rivers to turn it around.
I hope
especially
Doc
mid-season.
every Christmas sends the craziest gifts to that 08 championship to the Celtics because he owes them a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because no team in NBA history has lived off one ring more than that goddamn team.
Yeah.
People,
Unfortunately, man.
They appreciate
like,
it.
you think back about like your big three, like as a dynasty, nigga, they won one.
But think about all these coaches in the league.
Who hasn't won anything? All these new coaches. They're all new coaches.
Do I pick these guys that have no rings, or do I
Go for the guy who has
Doc Rivers that had a ring way back?
who also has the most Game 7 losses and most down 3-1. Oh, up 3-1 losses.
Yeah, it's not a good looking resume, man.
It's not the best resume.
He's hanging off of that 108 championship, like you said, man.
Now, if he wins again, like, all right.
Just living off that. I mean, we did go to finals in 2010, and Kobe killed us, but
Kobe doing work.
I want to talk about that.
Right.
Next subject. No.
back to the Patriots. We should jump out. Back to the Patriots. So we got a draft coming up. We got a 3rd overall pick. Someone sent me. I saw something on Twitter. The Pats were talking to a lineman. I swear to fucking God,
They're gonna get a lineman.
Absolutely.
The Patriots way.
right? Like,
It's like Robert Kraft wants to develop Mac Jones for 5 years.
No.
He's gonna.
If Mac Jones is the opening
He is.
day
quarterback.
You know he is.
Absolutely.
there's no way.
Absolutely will.
I know it's gonna be disappointing, but he's gonna be that guy.
They're like,
I mean, I'll take it if he's starting the first few weeks while the rookie gets whoever
There's no
Drake
gonna be no
May
rookie.
or whatever.
he's not a high pick rookie.
Caleb Williams are talking about potentially.
They would have to
He's not
trade
gonna
up.
drop that low.
Yeah, they would have to trade
The
up.
third?
Yeah, he's about 1 or 2.
Yeah, that motherfucker's going number. He's going number 1. Unless Chicago wants to keep
You
Field.
want the Bears, right?
No one wants the
No
Bears.
one wants the Bears. They're cold and it suck.
Yeah, right. You're gonna be the
Would you roll the dice if they take Caleb Williams, the Bears? Would you guys be okay with Justin Fields as a?
See, I asked that last week, and everybody said no.
I would be. It's better.
It's better than what we got,
It's
man.
better.
I would take Justin Fields.
But I wouldn't give up too much for that.
The price is gonna be steep for him.
Once he has like a crazy rushing game, we're all gonna just like love it until he throws those picks. And
You never know. Maybe
Cam Newton all over again.
Do you guys think Mac Jones' problem is he doesn't have time with the line? Is that why they're looking for a lineman?
No. Have you seen the type of throws this motherfucker makes?
Yeah, I do. But like,
Like, it has nothing to do with the line,
Maybe we
bro.
should
He's
block
literally
more.
throwing ducks sometimes. Literally
yeah.
throwing ducks sometimes. Like, so, no,
right.
I don't think
He
the
doesn't have a
line.
strong arm, but still.
Bill Belichick did not like him at all.
Mac's
from the
not
beginning.
it.
picked
Zappy's
him.
not it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I want Jaden Daniels
That's not bad.
from LSU.
Yeah.
That changes up the entire offense. Now you get a mobile quarterback who
So
can
if you
actually
get
throw.
him and you trade down and get some more pieces, I think that's a pretty good move. You listen, first round, you got to draft a quarterback. I don't give a fuck who it is.
Anybody.
Anybody.
honestly,
Please, God, draft a quarterback.
I don't think they
I don't
want
think
another
they-
like scrambling quarterback or like
Another. When did it
Wonder
happen?
how-
Cam
Cam Newton.
Cam was old. He wasn't really
Cam,
scrambling
that
like
wasn't-
I
that.
was up on
Cam.
Lamar Jackson
had a ton of
twice
touchdowns, man.
Yeah, that's stupid.
on the draft, and last
Well,
year.
the draft doesn't count. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, I feel you, but like
we had Brady then.
after watching him in Louisville, it's like how
Yeah,
can
you don't draft him though when you have Brady.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
True.
That's tough, man.
You know, backups don't get no reps with Brady. Yeah?
But we did
Absolutely
They
not.
needed a quarterback bad, and freaking
They could have got Lamar, and I think Bill wanted Lamar, but Robert said no, or vice versa. One of
Something
them,
like that, yeah.
One of them wanted him, the other said no.
Okay, he probably didn't want to pay because Lamar. Remember, Lamar was asking for it fully guaranteed.
He was also an MVP.
yeah, well
He
deserved.
didn't get it. He didn't get no fully guaranteed contract.
Oh no, he didn't.
He didn't get that contract, but still, he's worth it.
A lot of it guaranteed or something like
Gonna be
that.
an MVP.
I think that's crazy that you play the most violent sport in the world, and it's the only league where your contract is not guaranteed.
Well, because I give you a guaranteed contract and you play one game. Like, all right.
It was my money.
This is a 3-year contract. I have to pay you for 3 years, and you played one game.
Imagine
whoa.
investing on
Aaron Rodgers, first play
man.
of the game, gone.
Yeah,
imagine
right.
imagine that's a 5-year guaranteed contract.
Well, that's why they don't pay
Max.
running backs.
Yeah.
Running backs,
Yeah.
short
That
shelf life, man. Look at it. It happens all the time, man.
like a good 3 years.
I wouldn't pay a running back.
Legit. Oh,
I wouldn't pay running backs at all. If I
they
was
definitely
GM.
should be paid more, but I understand why they don't.
I
Look
get
at
it.
Todd Gurley, man.
Oh,
he was
God.
the high
I just seen that.
MVP candidate. And then
I
disappeared.
seen him beep like that.
Younger than me, man. Been out of the league for 3-4 years, man.
Just disappears.
Fucking Todd Gurley. I forgot about Todd Gurley.
He was a dog, and we were nervous for him in the Super Bowl against the Rams, and it was a non-factor and just disappeared.
What about Mark Ingram?
It's mad funny because I was
Chris Johnson.
No. Mark Ingram actually had a good career.
he had a career.
He played like 9 years.
Career.
He had a good career. I know what you're saying. He
No,
was a
I respect
Heisman
it.
winner. You thought it was
Exactly.
going to be.
He's gonna be like this.
Technically, even Reggie Bush didn't really do noise like
he
that.
did good at the Dolphins, but that was like the later on. Got 3,000 yard seasons.
Funny.
In a row.
Speaking of that Rams Patriots Super Bowl, you know they're ranking that as the most boring Super Bowl of
It
all
was
time.
the worst Super Bowl ever. And I am a Patriots fan. And the only I was only invested because it was the Patriots, but it's easily the worst Super Bowl I've ever watched.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think I fell asleep to be honest. I
What
don't
did that
remember.
score end in?
10-3, I think.
13-3, something like that.
Yeah, something
One
crazy.
touchdown. I think Sony Michel got a touchdown, and that's it, man.
That's funny because I definitely don't even remember it.
It was bad. Gronk caught a deep pass to set up Sony Michel touchdown, and it was ugly. It was ugly, ugly.
Dub is a dub.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, oh no, for sure. I'll take it.
Record
anybody
says you
means,
won.
man.
Lock them down.
Defense was on point, man.
That's not what you want to see though for a Super Bowl. All eyes on it. You can. It feels a rating situation.
How much you
can
want to
tell
bet?
they stopped.
They saw that Super Bowl, and NFL's like, yo, we're writing the script from now on. We're not doing this.
That's
We're
what
not
the script
again.
started.
Well, let's get the script started. All right. Speaking of winning a bowl, unfortunately, that's a good segue, huh?
I already see.
Unfortunately,
I feel it.
the Buffalo Bowl didn't go your way this year.
Oh, the both.
I mean,
We've asked. I know it's been a while ago, but we've asked everybody who's played, who's come on here.
man. I'm here for it.
I mean, we were all there. We know what happened, but for the fans who are watching, what happened?
Long story short, we caught a massive L, and it was the most lopsided Bowl Cup Bowl that we've actually had.
True.
It wasn't even close. It wasn't competitive, but I will say this: we had back-to-back championships prior to that, and we won, and we
Close
flexed our
games,
muscles,
both
and we celebrated. Man, this one did not go our way. It wasn't close, and there was no signs of life on our side. It was bad.
It looked bad.
really, really bad.
I made my referee debut, and I had a good seat, I had a good spot, and it
It was
looked
fun.
It was bad, man.
like I know everybody blames Corey because Corey came and just went to work, but like the energy wasn't there before he even showed up. Corey went
up by
crazy.
almost
ripped him a
3 by
new
then.
one, man. No, it wouldn't. No, I will say I wasn't even expected to play because I had already known that I was going to run the Boston Marathon. So I told these people, like, I can't risk getting hurt. I found Corey was supposed to play with us. I don't know if anybody mentioned that prior.
They mentioned
said that.
it.
Yeah. Corey was
Manny
supposed
definitely
to,
mentioned
okay,
it.
good.
Many times.
Because that's a big deal. The reason I played was because Corey wasn't going to be able to play. He last minute wasn't going to be able to attend. So I was like, I got to lace it up, man, and see what I can do. And then when we were playing, Corey showed up, and I was like, I can't have him not play. He's like, I'll play for this team because this team needs guys. You guys only had legit like 5 or 6 guys.
Every year.
I don't even know where the guys come from, but we get deeper and deeper. We got like 12, 15.
And they're all young as fuck.
Look, I mean, not all good. You gotta trim the fat, man. T-Bad's roster and nothing to show
definitely
for
was
it,
like,
man.
yo.
You get like 3 or 4 new like 20-year-olds and we're like 30 songs. Like, yo, who the fuck
Got
is that?
3 rotations of subs.
It was bad, and it did us no good. But we're like, Corey, go play with them because you're already here. You're ready to suit up. And Corey's game, and he doesn't need to be the quarterback to influence the offense. And he went berserk.
He found the rules like, you know what?
He
Yes.
went nuts,
He
man.
was killing it. I don't think he missed the pass.
Yo, the worst part is I humbled him. It was like, y'all sure? If you don't want me to, all right, I'll come in.
Come
and it
on.
fucking went to work.
Whooped their ass. Not to mention, he finished the game with a pick six.
Right?
Which I love
Shut
the
it
fact that
down, man.
every year, game ends in a pick 6.
Yeah,
usually.
I think I
For 3
did
years,
it
yeah.
one time with a pick six.
And Tony did the other
Tony,
one.
yes, yeah. I mean, Corey whipped our ass. I had months. I think I had 6 months of just straight running. No lateral movement. My groin was so sore. I was like stuck in the mud. So like I was bad. The team collectively was bad, but I can look at myself and say I stunk. I couldn't move.
I know, obviously, most people on those teams, a lot of them are pushing the age a little bit, fighting for the time. Y'all look old.
Nah,
on that game, y'all, you had 9 people, 12 people, and 9 of them look pretty old.
Nah,
like
we were bad, man.
Some
we
people
were really
were like,
bad.
Manny was saying that a couple of people were already hurt going into.
That's what I was talking to him before. I was like,
pull groin here. We got a hamstring here.
We had no fire. We were yelling at each other at the end. You know, when things go bad, we're yelling at each other.
Yeah.
so you got.
I was throwing some jabs, trying to fire people up, and it wasn't done. No sizzle. No sizzle.
Yeah, look. A couple people left the game.
I know Stalin completely just quit and joined the
game next over.
He joined the JV game.
I'm not dealing with these losers.
I'm trying to win.
trying to win something.
Oh, that's crazy.
Trying to win. I'm trying to leave here like Denzel. I'm trying to leave here with something.
I'm from around the way.
Goes to the field
Trying
right
to leave
next.
here with something. Like shit.
Look over. Is that Starlin? Right? Wearing the same flags.
He left his jersey on the field, man.
Shout out Starling, our baseball correspondent. You're going to see much more of him.
Right.
Probably closer to the baseball season.
The wonderful thing is that obviously it's for a bigger cause.
Absolutely.
And, you know, we reach out to Enrique and send money for the Bovka family and their children. So we never lose.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's all that matters. I don't even care, man.
It's a good
It's a
tradition,
fun
man.
competition.
We're gonna bring it back again, and that's why it's awesome because it's for something bigger than us, and that's why we keep showing up.
Yeah.
Regardless how old we are getting, regardless of how bad we look.
So,
Eventually, we'll let's points.
yes, at one point, you're going to have to
11,
cut it down
10,
a little bit.
7.
Like,
First to 5.
11 is getting crazy. Like,
damn, man.
most of these guys have to go to Thanksgiving dinner after that. Like, yo, you're going to be limping into that living room. Like,
Mike
hey,
Negrambi notoriously leaves early.
every time.
Halftime, you're like, yeah, I'm out.
I got like half a game for it.
He gave us all he had. It wasn't enough.
Yeah.
I seen
Wasn't enough.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I've seen a couple years of watching Mike play. I haven't seen a reception yet. I haven't seen.
He looks the part. He looks the part.
He does. I don't know.
He's like Terrell Owens, just not the.
I know, just not the. I mean, Taylor Owens, had a lot of drop balls too. I guess.
Shout out to Mike. Man. That's my guy.
Shout out, Mike. I gotta have you back on.
Do the plays out. Yeah, the plays, man. Fuck these.
That did make me feel good when I was lining up because I was the rusher, and you guys are arguing over the plays on your thing. I'm like,
That I never
they
saw.
don't know the plays.
I'm not taking credit for any of that crap, man. I would have gotten
Enrique,
rid of that a long
sometimes
time
simpler
ago,
is just better, bro.
man.
You run that way. You run this way. Just like the backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, get Gary like trying to block me, and I'm reading his plays. Like, all right, they're gonna do this.
What about Will? Will?
He
Will he was our MVP.
fit
Will was
Will.
the MVP.
He talked that talk. He walked.
He
that
was the
walk.
MVP.
Dude got in shape and
Interception.
dominated.
He whooped our ass.
He got like
And-
5 touchdowns.
And he didn't even have cleats.
No.
And he did it in sneakers. It was bad, man.
Yeah.
He did really well, man.
The transformation from like the last year to 2 years ago to last year.
Yeah.
He went vegan or something, man.
He something.
PD, something.
He must have went to Rec Fitness. Shout out Corey. A little plug there, free plug there. It's the last free one you get. The last free one you get. Nah, we love Corey. We'll have him back here too. Absolutely. Well, speaking of flag football,
Yeah, man.
it's something pretty much. You're something of a flag football expert. Y'all be traveling like the Globetrotters.
Ton, man. We traveled a ton.
It's crazy.
And
So obviously we all played football, in the backyard and in the parks and shit when we were growing up. But how did you get from playing around to like literally flying around and competing?
A real team.
It happened fast, man. One of my buddies, Vic, reached out to me to play at Hockey Town. Terrible place to play flag football in.
Oh, okay.
Ice rink?
But it's not the ice rink. But no,
I'm assuming it's
no turf. It was floor hockey. Terrible.
Oh, okay.
It's like milk crates. The floor. If you fell, you're gonna scrape yourself. It was bad. It was out in the cold, and that was the first time I played, and it was bad. It stunk it up. Like we actually weren't bad as a team, but like it was rough to play there. And then eventually got into the Mass Flag League, and for a while used to be rivals with Corey. And Corey had a squad, and Corey was really good. And we had a squad called Knockout Kings, and they beat us a number of times. And then we started having some success and adding youth at the time, like a stud like Jesse. Shout out to Jesse Fowler. Next, thing you know, now we're winning and stuff like that. And once our team fell off, we fused with Takeover, which is now Rec, and we played with Corey. And there was just one magic moment where they were going to Germany. And I reached out to the commissioner, Austin, and I was like, how's it going? He's like, we could use a little more depth because one guy bailed or whatever. And I was like, it was less than 10 days prior to the flight. And I was like, let me know if you want another guy. He sent me the link to the airlines. And he's like, this is what this person signed booked right now. I was like, it's still available. I talked to my work, and they said like literally less than 10 days. Next thing you know, I'm flying over to Germany to play an international tournament. And from there, the rest is history, man.
What year was that?
I want to say it was probably like 7 years ago, man. At this point,
So that's perfect because my first time at Gillette, I took my wife to Gillette. And we're watching the game, and look who I see on the big jumbotron. But you, and then, with a trophy there, like you just won. I'm like, I think I know him.
Yeah,
I'm like, is that Angel?
That's crazy.
Like, they just came back from Germany, the champions. And he said all this cheering. I'm like,
That's dope.
crazy.
Good stuff, man. One of the biggest ones was the tournament. I don't know if Corey had mentioned the tournament in London that we won. Because we got to watch the Ravens play the Jaguars in Wembley Stadium, got onto the field and saluted everybody, man. And
We talk about Cameron Indoor. Wembley's another one of those stadiums that
Absolutely.
it's a legendary venue that you
man.
definitely.
And we got on the field, and they had highlights of our championship game. It was
that's
awesome,
dope.
man. And that led us to go to the Super Bowl, man. Magical stuff, man. Thank you. I can't thank Mass Flag enough. Austin and the crew. It's an awesome crew. We have a blast. We venture out. We try new foods. We try new beers and all that good stuff, man. We enjoy it, man. Good friends, good company, man. Very, very blessed.
So, other than London and Germany, what other place were you blessed to?
Oh man, Germany twice.
Okay.
2-time champs. Amsterdam twice.
Shout out.
2-time champs.
See, if I was on the football team and we went to Amsterdam, I don't know if I'm gonna be 100% for that game.
Y'all go on without me.
See,
I'll be-
Cakes, coffee shops.
also, so you know. No.
You might have to bleep out the.
Because when we had Corey on, he was being more like modest stuff. So he didn't tell us like you won all this stuff.
Yeah, we won a lot, man. We've been to Scotland. The only time we lost in Scotland was because it wasn't our full team. We had a mix of veterans with some young guys, and in the championship game, we had a couple mishaps. I'll say that, and we ended up losing by one score. But we won it was a good game, but we should have still won that one. But we won in London. 2 or 3 weeks prior, we won in Manchester, England. And then we had to fly to London for the championship. And most recently, last March, at the end of March, we won in Spain. And that was awesome because the weather was nice. We won in Spain.
Man.
That was a good
Barcelona?
time. We landed in Barcelona, but we played maybe like an hour and a half away from Barcelona. Okay. We spent one day in Barcelona. And it was, great time, great weather. It was like 70 degrees, but the sun was beaming. Beautiful field and turf field.
Barcelona and Spain is definitely on my bucket list.
Competitive, man.
Right?
Corey showed out, man. Corey, because I'm a member of Rec, and I see Corey worked his ass off to get to the shape that he was in, and he played really well. And the team we just clicked, and we put it all together for the playoffs, and we just started beating up on people, man. It was a good time, man.
And are you facing people from all around the world?
Yeah.
So it's legit like that. Okay.
France, Czech Republic, obviously Spain and England, Mexico. We play all to Russia.
All right, this is interesting. I didn't ask Corey this. He probably wouldn't answer this because he's a nice guy. But not that you're not a nice guy, Angel. But I figured you'd answer this.
Talk to me.
Out of all these teams from other countries, which one was the most shit talkers on the field? The ones who literally just.
Yeah. And were they the best team too, or you just talk shit?
Not many did talk crap, man. What I would say is that there's a lot of complaining because we're a little more physical, and they are like zero, like no contact means don't touch me. So a lot of a couple of the French teams were complaining a lot of times.
I knew it was the French. They
want a flag for everything, and you can't do that, and use your head type of thing. But that's not much shit talking. There was a Philadelphia team, a team from Philadelphia that I don't even know if we played in the playoffs. they didn't make it as far, but they talked a lot of crap, but they weren't that good. So
Oh, okay.
no,
Usually
it
be
didn't
like
phase
that.
us, man.
Yeah.
No. They're more respectful, man. Especially overseas, man. They hanging out and having beers in between games. They're having beers.
wild.
Like, we kept a little more serious, but like because obviously they're to win, but they're very nice people over there, man. And in every venue that we went to, man. So there's not much crap talking. It's outside of that Philadelphia team.
Yeah.
So you said last month. Are you guys still active? Like what's coming next?
I have not been active in just about a year, only because of marathon training.
we'll
and
definitely get to that in a little bit.
Can't risk doing all that. A number of my friends are still active. There's a conversation right now that Paris might be the next place in July. So I don't know if Corey dropped that, but now the conversation's happening that we might be taking a trip to Paris. And
That's dope.
why not go to Paris?
Absolutely.
Just like we've been enjoying and seeing new places. Why not go to Paris? So
You've been winning
that's
everywhere
a
you go. So it's
conversation.
not
Might as well.
I'll be done with any marathon training, so I'll be able to actually focus on actually sprinting and lateral movements. So I'm excited for that, man. If it does come to fruition.
So when we
forward to that.
had Corey here, he mentioned that that they're having a league coming up.
Yes.
Would you be willing to join that league?
No, for two reasons. It's a semi-pro league. One, I'm not good enough to join that league. I'll be honest. I'm older, and I don't even think I'm a rusher. I'm blitzer 7 yards, lined up 7 yards back from the line of scrimmage, and I just wreak havoc on the quarterback. I chase the quarterback, line up, and do it again. That's literally my only role, is to disrupt the quarterback as much as possible.
Yeah.
And I think the rules are different in this league where it's not lined up 7. You can blitz, but it's not that same way. Yeah. Secondly, there's younger talent.
Absolutely.
There's better talent. These guys are really, really good. And when you're trying to form one team into Boston, it's not just Bostonians that are playing. There's people that are coming from different areas trying to make it as well, man.
Absolutely.
So props to them. Good luck to them. I'm sure I'm probably gonna go catch a game because I got friends that are on the team.
Cool.
But I don't even have interest in any of that. No. By default, I mean these guys are good. These guys are legit, man.
So you do have an interest in, obviously, and I believe I think you're the second, third person we have on here who's running the marathon. I know we had Manny.
Brian Castellanos.
No, but we have on Brian. I'm still waiting for my interview. You think I forgot?
Okay.
I get it, Mr. Politician. You're a busy man.
I thought he was here already.
First of all, congratulations! You just now announced that he is expecting a child.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Shout out to him. But I still want my interview, bro.
Yeah, for real. Bring the baby.
Bring the baby. Yes. We'll have Baldwin watching while we will. while we're on this show. Let's rock it. The camera, zoom in here. So I made the joke at the beginning of your intro that if you've been around the North Shore area, you probably seen you running around somewhere. So where did it become just running for just obviously to be in shape to like, oh, now you have a goal where you want to run a marathon? First of all, 10, 15 years ago, it was like, you're running a marathon was crazy.
Yeah.
Now, apparently, I know a couple people who run marathons, which is wild, right? Maybe I'm just in the right circles, but like, I guess.
I think a big influence in a lot of people running long distance and eventually half marathons and marathons. I think it's because of COVID.
I was just
one
thinking that.
silver lining. Obviously, COVID has been shit for everybody across the board, and
for sure.
with people that passed away and stuff like that. But from complications. But my biggest thing is that a lot of non-runners like never had any history of running except running their miles. Are suddenly runners. And a lot of people can latch on to seeing somebody that was a non-runner, like, I'm not a non-runner. I see this guy now, he's running 5 miles, 10 miles, 20 miles. Now he's running a marathon. Yeah. You can relate to someone like that. I've always ran off and on, but during COVID, we definitely, since everything was shut down, we would just challenge each other to run. Like, let's do 3 straight days of 10K, which is 6.2 miles, and check in on each other, and let's aim for 30 miles this week, and we were just pushing each other along the way just to keep ourselves sane. The exercise that we did was just to keep ourselves sane during that time because literally everything was shut down.
A lot of people created good habits during the COVID time.
Absolutely.
Where like if you played sports when you were younger, you went back to your love for the game.
Yes, yes.
Like I got back into basketball. There was a couple people on this show talking about they got back into whatever sport they were playing, or like. So COVID was definitely a reset
For some, yeah.
I remember when we had Manny on here. Like when we grew up with Manny, if you would have told me,
I know Manny well.
if you would have told me that he would run a marathon, fuck up my face. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and we love him, but like that just wasn't. And for someone like that to completely transform themselves, and he had the same thing when he was on here. He said it was during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was the same thing. So that makes sense.
He's a prime example of that.
Yeah.
And someone that you can look at as like, oh, he went from never being a runner. He's run several marathons, and he's run the distance an additional bunch of times just on his own. And if some people can resonate with that, we're like, okay, like I also don't have any history. I don't have any knowledge of this. And if he can do that, I can too. So a lot of our friends started, testing it out 1 and 2 miles, because it starts small. It's cliche. You start with 1 mile, 2 miles. Next thing you know, you're running a 5K. You're running 10 miles. And now you're signing up for a half marathon because your friends are doing it. And that's a big thing about the running community, is they're very, very supportive. And I'm proud of all these guys, guys and girls getting out of their comfort zone for that.
We talked, shout out to Mike, because I remember we had the cancer walk, which for some reason they don't do anymore. I don't know why. I don't know what happened with that. But the cancer walk, he literally used to walk. I forgot. We walked for his family, I believe, or it was the Cavaleros had a team, a squad as well. And I remember walking. He's like, "Yo, you want to run this?" And I looked at him like he was nuts. So you want to run the I think it's a 5K. I'm like,
For no reason?
no. And they ran that shit, and I thought it was fucking wild.
I didn't prepare for this.
I was gonna walk. I donated and I did my part, but I didn't know we're gonna full sprint.
I didn't sign up for that.
Yeah, I signed up for it. I bought the shirt. I just want to be in the picture with y'all. I don't even want to be running, but it's that's dope. That's dope. I don't know. Sometimes I almost thought because who's the guy from Running United? We had on him too. Yes, so we had him on here, and sometimes there's times where I was just like, just send him a message. Yo, I don't know if I'm there yet.
The one thing is,
It's time.
running is inexpensive. All you got to do is get a good pair of running sneakers.
Yeah.
You don't want to run in basketball sneakers. You don't want to run in boots. As long as you got a nice pair of running sneakers, you can do that anywhere. You don't need a basketball. You don't need any other tools. But lace them up and just go. Obviously, it's tough to get going at first. But 1 mile turns to 2.
That's true.
You walk and jog a mile until you can run a mile. And then you walk and jog 2 miles until you can run 2 miles without stopping. And then you build on that.
Yeah.
And you're going to have some growing pains because your body's not used to something like that. But it's very, very, very doable. Obviously, I'm going to be biased and I'm going to encourage you to run.
Right.
But like anybody can do it. Really, anybody can do it.
So what you have some hardware here.
I love it, man.
What is this?
Very proud.
That is a
very
camera
proud to
right there. You
show
want to
it.
show them? That is
Very
from,
proud
where's
to
that
show
medal
it.
from?
This is from the Chicago Marathon, October 8th, 2023. My very first marathon.
Wow.
Got to run it with Jesse Fowler.
Shout out to Jesse.
Manny. Marathon Manny, how he calls himself. Rafi Medrano, shout out to him.
Okay.
Brianna and buddy Brendan Barrett. We all proud of that. 'Cause
Right.
That's the very first one. It's a major marathon, so it's
Congrats,
If I finished it, man, that would
Thank
be
you so
around
much,
my
man.
neck every single day of my life.
It's a cool design as well, man.
Right.
The world record got broken on the same day that we were running. So
That's dope.
So like conditions were fantastic. So
So how did that come? You guys just all both like, let's shoot for this. Let's
do it.
What is that? Another peer pressure thing? Like your boys are doing? Like whatever, I'm gonna sign up too.
it was shout out to Manny because he sent us a link to the lottery. Boston Marathon doesn't do a lottery, but Chicago Marathon does a lottery, and I'm the only one crazy enough to have signed up, but I was half-assed it. I signed up just like you're checking off an Amazon account. Yeah. You put your card on file, and if selected, they just swipe your card. And I did it, not expecting to be. I mean, I'm over here in Peabody, Mass. Like they're not gonna select me. They selected Manny. He messaged us like, "Dude, check your email." And I got selected, and my palms started sweating. And this is back in last. Like I had a whole year to prepare for this, and I'm like, I'm going to run a marathon, man. This is crazy, man. But I just knew that obviously 6 months out or so, like the training was going to begin. But once I was committed, you wouldn't believe the support that people said. Like,
of course,
you're doing it. We're flying over. My brothers, my buddy Sasong. Shout out to Sasong, man. Everybody was like, "We're flying over. We're gonna support you, man. This is your first one." Kenya was there as well. Like,
shout out Kenya.
And Jesse was gonna go there anyways to support our friend Brianna. And he's like, why don't I, since you guys are running, why don't I just look to see how much I have to fundraise? He connected with Special Olympics, and he's like, guess I'm running too. He's like, hands at the typical Jesse lands in his pocket, like, yeah, I guess I'm running a marathon as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dog, man. Just like that.
Just like that. Since I'm in the area, I want to see you just watch y'all. I'll run it too. Why not?
Just like that, man. And he's game, man. And he trained. We trained together. Shout out to my high school coach who's coaching my niece as a senior right now at Peabody High.
That's dope.
Coach my brothers as well. Coach me. He formed a schedule for us every week for Jesse and I, and we were adhering to the schedule along the way. We got together on Saturdays for the long runs out from rec, and we got to train together, and we started the race together, and about through 20 miles together, side by side, man.
Wow,
Jesse and I, man, it was awesome. It was a great time, man.
So I know we don't want to bring up Diddy, but
what is that?
Diddy ran. Do you remember he ran?
He did run a marathon.
He ran the marathon.
He did.
I don't think people remember that.
No, in New York marathon.
New York marathon.
Yeah, he had the mohawk.
Yeah. That's just how I said, like, anybody can do it. I know that he's not a great example right now, but
no,
he did do that though.
One thing you'll see all walks of life.
Yeah.
Very old, very young, skinny, fat. It doesn't matter. These people put in the work, and they are there present in these runs. And I mean, the crowds. This was a major marathon, so the crowd was crazy, super supportive, music blasting, and they're yelling your name because they yell your bib. Or I had the Peabody singlet, so they're like, "Let's go Peabody." They don't know Peabody, but they want to support you a ton,
Yeah,
man. And
absolutely.
it's amazing. All walks of life are running marathons, man. So like. Very, very doable. You don't just get up from bed and run a marathon though. So there's some dedication and some discipline. But
must be absolutely.
I mean, well worth it, man. The feeling from this marathon combined with the people that were there to support me, it'd be hard to top.
Yeah,
it would be hard to top, man. It was magical. I will say that, man.
That's dope.
Very happy.
So how quickly from finishing that marathon, you'd be like, all right, Boston's coming up. Are we going to do it or not? What's going on?
I had no intentions of running Boston. Chicago went great, but I thought it was too late to sign up. But one of my bosses received an email from Progeria Research Foundation thanking them for my donation. And he's like, are you interested in running Boston? And I was like, I mean, if I do run, and now would be the time now that I have all this training under my belt. Mm-hmm. And he connected us with an email, and he's like, you need to like apply right now because we're considering one more person. They had 10 bibs available, 9 were already given to other people who had ties with Progeria already, and they wanted to give the last one to someone with Progeria ties. And it just so happened that I've known about Progeria and have ran the 5Ks in Peabody for the better part of like the last 20 years, maybe like a good 10 times, and they selected me as the last bib, man.
Oh, wow.
And it was around Halloween weekend, and I was like, looks like I'm running another marathon.
Back to back.
Yeah, man. The time was now. Excuse me, the time was now. So jumped on that and didn't look back. So excited to continue this training. It's a lot, though.
Speaking of training, so walk us through like a regular day of training for you. You told us before the show started you're waking up at 4 a.m, which is wild as hell.
Yeah, so the thing is that I never want to be just a runner, and I never want to be just a gym rat or a gym head. So I need to prioritize my running, and for now I can do both. My biggest thing is that if I want to do both, I'm going to have to make some sacrifices. So I got to go to bed early. I'm up at 4 a.m. so I can go to Rec Fitness and take the 5 a.m. class.
Yeah, but we apologize for keeping you up this late.
5 a.m. class allows me to do the working out. And now after work in the evening, 5:30, 6 o'clock, I can do my weekday runs. And that's I've been able to manage both. There's going to come a time where the mileage is going to go up higher during the week. and I'm not gonna be able to, sustain it in a healthy way. Because the most important thing is get to race day healthy, no injuries.
Absolutely.
So for now, working out at 5 a.m., running at 5 p.m. is basically what I've been doing. 5 miles, 6 miles, 7 miles, depending on what my coach has scheduled out for me. And then the long runs are on Saturdays. So Saturday, this upcoming Saturday, I believe we have, I think, a 13-mile run. So it's essentially a half marathon. That's what we got.
Just for practice, huh?
Just so building it up, man.
Because I remember Manny was telling me when we got here, like, you don't run the 26 until you run the marathon. It's not like you run a couple 26 miles and then go. Like you don't get close until you run.
Yeah. So typically people run up to 20 miles, up to 22 miles maybe. That's usually the norm. Yeah. And then you start dialing it back a little bit so to make sure that you're fresh. But you're not running the 26-mile distance, which is what I assumed. But no, you don't touch that. 20 miles, 22 miles is the max.
Those last couple miles might be...
Training your legs fresh.
It's on trust. It's on trusting that you've done the training and you have, you put your body through to build that endurance, and it's just willpower at that point for sure.
Yeah, because I couldn't. You couldn't. I'm telling you, I could look at the camera. I am not running a marathon anytime soon. But if I was going to go through all that work, there's no way in hell I'm not finishing.
Of course.
Like, I'll die on that street.
By any means, man.
Like, I don't care how long it takes.
Do what you got to do, man. I mean, Boston wasn't even... I know, obviously, Boston's right here. Yeah. It's our home, but it just seemed like... It didn't even seem like a dream because I wouldn't even have pictured me running a marathon until, obviously, I completed Chicago. Once I completed Chicago and it was a success. I was like, okay, maybe I can run Boston. Didn't know that 3 weeks later, I got a confirmation that I will be running Boston. And now I'm super excited.
So it sounds like you've gotten it with flag football and running. You've gotten a lot of good emails, bro.
On short notice.
You got an angel looking at, no pun intended, you got an angel looking at you like, yo, bro, you want to run a marathon? Oh, hold up, bro, I got you.
I got you.
Hold my phone, I got you.
Say less, man. Yeah, I've been very, very lucky. And throughout all of this, just been healthy.
Yes.
You can't predict. I mean, there's illnesses everywhere that no matter how healthy you are, like, it just happens to affect you. So no major injuries, no illnesses, man, and thank the G upstairs, man, for that.
Right. Shout out Jesus.
No, because you just can't predict that, man. You can control as much as you can, but sometimes it doesn't go your way, man. And I've been lucky.
Blessings.
Well, we've known you for a while. You usually got a pretty good diet, I assume.
Negative.
Really?
I do not.
I mean, I guess if you're running 20 miles, you can eat whatever the fuck you want, right?
No, I don't.
I don't think so.
I don't have a good diet.
Really?
Oh, it's crazy, man, and it might be surprising to a lot of people. I do not have a big diet. Like I say, maybe a month out from the marathon, I'll just make sure like I'm not eating trash. Anything you'll find in a vending machine, no junk food, no fast food. I'll make sure to stay away from all that. But otherwise, man, give me some warm fudge brownies. What? I'll eat the whole pan, man. I am a sucker for brownies.
I gotta start running then, because like I assumed like this motherfucker. Because I remember Corey was talking about like you making fun of us for the burritos shit because y'all thinks burritos are healthy.
They are. They are. What's wrong with?
They're good. They taste damn good.
Well, what's wrong with a little rice, chicken, and vegetables?
Carb on carbs with the rice and the wrap. But we won't go there.
So it's the wrap. That's what it is. What do I gotta do?
Say no to sour cream.
The burrito.
Say no to sour cream.
Say no to cheese.
Oh yeah, I don't do the sour cream.
No, eat your damn burrito because I eat a damn burrito, man. I enjoy a burrito, bro.
If anybody's like, oh, yours died. No, Angel runs 26 miles and that nigga eats burritos and hot fudge sundaes all the time. So that means I can do it.
Give me the fudge brownies, man. I am a sucker for that for sure, man. No, I do not have a crazy diet. I can't even consider myself eating clean as we get closer. I just stay away from like bad, bad stuff. I don't drink soda anyways, but like just stay away from bad stuff and obviously limit the alcohol intake, especially if you're getting your body ready for something serious like a 26.2 miles. Yeah. maybe don't drink that Hennessy. You know, that's not the right feel for a marathon.
I probably.
How long is the prep time?
Prep time. So I was running just to keep a foundation of running. At after Chicago, I was running off and on. We did a couple races, a half marathon here and there, 5K. But the training really started in January.
Okay.
So I'm actually no in December. In December it started. So from December to the marathon is the time to actually start building on it. But before that, it was just keep your legs going for now. Don't get too complacent. And now yesterday was my first hill workout because Boston has hills. So I had repeat hills and I'm excited. I get excited for that stuff. It's weird. I get excited for the hill workout.
You can't just make that shit fly, nigga. It's already 26 miles.
Chicago was flat. And they told us that Chicago was going to be flat, and they did not disappoint. That Chicago was as advertised, and it was a fantastic, fantastic course. Boston is hilly. It's
Boston. Yeah, it's Boston.
Up here.
Are we talking about like a legit big hill or like
hills, rolling hills? Yeah, and there's a Heartbreak Hill, the one that they mention a lot. If I'm not mistaken, it's around mile.
That's a horrible name for a
it
sounds fitting though.
It's like around mile 20 or mile 21. So you already
it's not in the beginning.
way past halfway. Yeah, and it'll make or break you. It would be unwise for me to live in Boston to not hit Heartbreak Hill a couple of times prior to the actual race day, so I can get my familiar with it.
Did you ever think, because we're 20 minutes from Boston, you ever think it's just like, let me just run the course?
Run the course, yeah.
Not the whole 26 mile, but at least like the course is the same course it's always been. So why don't I just run that hill? Run Heartbreak Hill.
It's common. There's people that get together on Saturdays at the Heartbreak store. And they run from there.
Do they do merchandise off this shit?
Yeah. You died.
Capitalism at its finest, huh? Jesus Christ.
Wow.
There's people that get together and they run the beginning portion, the middle portion, different areas. And obviously that makes the most sense. The more familiar you are with the course,
because you might as well.
The less surprises. Your body's going to be used to it. It's a big mental thing, obviously. Unsurprisingly. 26.2 miles, there's going to be a lot of negative thoughts in your mind, and a lot more negative than positive.
You gotta have that willpower to just
shut it off, man. Get that David Goggins flow, man.
Ooh, that guy's a savage.
No, he's an animal, but it's literally a lot of it is mental, man.
Do you listen to music on your runs?
I don't listen to anything, man.
Jesus Christ, this guy's a fucking.
Did you know that he didn't?
No, I just asked
that.
No.
I figured. I listen to music when I work out, so I was like, all right.
To each their own. A lot of people do listen to music, and if they run by themselves, they'll listen to music. But if they run as a group, they won't, they can socialize or whatever. Yeah. I don't listen to music alone or with group.
You're a fucking android, bro.
It happened with one of my buds ended up the hooks ended up breaking, and I was like, I have to run anyways, and I just went and running. And ever since then, I've never put freaking headphones on, and now I get to listen to my breathing, listen to my steps. I'm not dragging my feet, more my cadences, and obviously more aware of the cars around you. So,
for sure.
I mean, it has its benefits. And what happens on race day if for whatever reason your buds don't work? Now, and you've been training with buds. That's a mind fuck. Now you're like, damn, what do I do? I'm so used to listening to this type of music. I have a whole playlist that I can't listen to. I just eliminated all that together,
These
man.
days, if it's not charged, I might not even pull up to the gym.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? If I don't have my music, it's like, I don't know if I'm going today. Even if I pull up and I forget my headphones, I'm like,
that's crazy.
I'm going home.
That's wild. That's wild.
We're already there.
No, that's not uncommon. But no, I don't run with any music, no podcast, nothing. I just like to listen. Now I'm used to listening to my steps, and now I know I'm getting tired. Let me pick my knees up a little bit because I'm not doing a good job right now. So it has its more benefits than negatives, obviously, and now I'm just used to it.
That's dope. You know what's crazy about the marathon? The people, like the soldiers who run it with full gear,
Respect to them, man.
Wild, bro.
Respect to them.
Absolutely.
Full gear, bro.
Full gear, carrying a flag.
It's like how much is that? How much weight?
I don't know. A lot. More than like I'd run it naked.
More than I would do.
I'm not. So there were a couple firemen in a half marathon in Boston last year that ran in gear. I don't know if they had the mask or not, but they ran in gear, and that's heavy, man.
That's nuts.
The boots are just heavy, bro. In my day job, when we walk around, I hate wearing boots because my feet will be tired because they're heavy.
45 extra pounds for a firefighter.
Jesus Christ. I think it's 25 at first.
No.
I'm still
That's
gonna
still
react
wild.
the same way. Like,
Running in boots when you know that's not the most efficient way to run a marathon.
Oh, my God.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, man.
That has to be
And
damage.
military,
Level to the
68 pounds or 130.
stop.
No, you're not having.
There's no
130.
way.
There's no way.
Body
100 is a
armor,
lot.
pack, gear,
a lot of
weighs
weight.
in at over 130.
Just have a freaking human on your back.
That's literally happening.
So a piggyback ride.
You see all types of shit though. You see guys juggling the whole distance.
Oh, wow.
What?
2 years
Okay.
ago in Gloucester, I Gloucester 5K with 3.1 miles. A guy beat me while juggling.
I'd be
the
high.
entire
I'd be high. I'd be
hours. He beat a lot of people
I'd be
juggling.
tight. I'd be
You didn't
tight.
drop it at all.
I'll never forget that, man.
Focused. It's
I'll
gone.
never forget that. I was like, wow, this is crazy. There's levels
That's
to
like
this shit,
that's
man.
like your mental has to be all like precise.
Well, this has nothing to do with running, but one time I was on the train
A train.
and I saw some dude literally like you ever see the like Rubik's Cube geniuses
Yeah.
on trains? Blew my mind. This guy's literally like bored. Like, he would mess it up in within a minute and a half.
That's talent, man.
That's like some people are just you
People
know
who time themselves too.
I used to know how to do it.
There's people that
still
juggle Rubik's Cubes.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not kidding.
It's muscle memory.
3 Rubik's Cubes, juggle it as they assemble it.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
The person that taught me would do it under a minute.
Yeah, it's muscle memory, but yeah, my mind's not gonna.
Once you
do
get
that.
it, you realize how easy it is.
Yeah.
My problem is I can't remember the last step. So if you gave me one, I could do the whole thing except the last step.
I'll run you a marathon before I can figure out what a Rubik's Cube is.
And I'm 0 for 2 on both of them shits. I ain't getting none of those. I was just like, yeah, I
Somebody
don't
go get me one. Yeah, just cuz, right?
And then after you do that, start do the marathon.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. We have
We
reached.
should definitely run.
We have reached
I'll do like a Spartan.
my favorite part of the show. The DJ Boca set a question.
You are now in the mix with DJ Bofka. You are now in the mix with DJ Bofka.
The DJ Boca set a question is a game we play at the end of every episode. We ask you two different options. You choose one.
It's like either a red pill or a blue pill. Please don't pick no orange or purple. It sounds simple, but people mess up every week.
Yeah,
Ready for it.
A or B.
A or B. That's it.
First question is always the same. Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan.
Let's go. We needed that.
We needed that.
See, last week we had a LeBron for the
was
first
tough.
time in like a year.
Fucking year and a half.
Respect to LeBron. He's
Yeah.
fantastic, and he's done it for so long, and his longevity. Talk about health
Marathon.
and
Yeah,
marathon.
that's a
Like, that's
marathon
him right
itself.
there, man. But I don't know,
Jordan.
Jordan's revolution.
Jordan.
Jordan's
It's
Jordan,
Jordan.
and
It's
there-
Jordan.
I don't need to explain anything more than that.
You
That's what it is,
You
man.
should just talk to Antonio. Just talk to him.
Nice jersey, by the way.
Yeah, whatever.
It's so.
You are wearing a North Carolina jersey. I forgot you're wearing that jersey.
We got to make this bet happen more often.
Yeah.
No.
Do it every time.
It's good.
No,
It's
I
good.
can't do the same
Every
thing.
time.
That was,
I think you look better
hope
as
that's-
UNC fan.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say it.
I'm like, this
No, I
guy.
was gonna say fade. I was
Did
gonna
he
say
just catch
something.
you?
I'm not gonna. Nope.
I was like, did he just catch you?
No.
shout out Vince Carter. Shout out Rasheed
Shout out Vince
Wallace.
Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Antoine Jameson.
Yup,
Man,
Antoine
come on.
Jameson.
Come
we got
on,
rings
man.
too, nigga. We got rings too. We got 5 of them shits. Coach K. Fucking
No, respect to him.
Grant Hill.
Respect to him.
Fucking Roy Williams. Fuck up, man. We got Coach K. Okay.
Facts.
I seen him live in person.
James
There was an aura
Worthy.
around him like Prince.
James Worthy's.
Fuck James Worthy.
Right?
All right.
That was an easy first question. Come on.
No, it always
Bring on the heat, buddy.
It should be an easy first question, but sometimes people kind of. I don't know whether they didn't watch The Last Dance. I don't know what happened, but whatever.
Yeah,
Man,
don't
great,
watch the Rock
great
Last
stuff
Dance for that.
during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Great,
Honestly,
great
that
stuff.
reminds me.
Did it on
Timing,
purpose.
too.
So I was watching it. I was in Tampa, and it was just on. So I was watching. I was like, I need to rewatch this shit.
Yeah, just to put it on, just to be
I
motivated.
put my girl on. Like, you need to figure out. This nigga what?
Wait. And I took that personally.
Yeah, that's dope. Every time it's torched Karl Malone.
Deserved it.
Drake or Kanye?
Man. Drake.
All right.
Kanye's nuts, man. It's hard to back that
It's a
nutty guy, man. He is a genius in his own right.
He tests you. As a fan, as a Kanye fan, he tests me. And sometimes it's like, come on, bro, I have to defend you in front of all my boys.
I appreciate his music. He's just
nuts.
Music alone. No, I'm gonna stick. I said Drake. I'm gonna stick to Drake.
Good answer.
Kanye's just nuts, man. I can't defend him.
But
He just
most
goes off.
geniuses are. Most geniuses are fucking nuts.
Yeah, that is true.
Nah, man. It is what it is. I enjoy both of their music, and they're very talented. Go Drake.
I can't argue. Well, I can, but it's okay. Who picked Jared last week? LeBron. I was like, we value your opinion. You're wrong, but we value your opinion.
Damn. Now you got me thinking, man. I mean, Kanye's got some good
Fuck
stuff.
Kanye
man.
West, man. Here's my thing.
And I wonder.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs.
No.
Yeah, stop.
Bro, I'll give you 25 minutes of Kanye right now.
when I posted my Chicago stuff and on my story, it was all
course.
Kanye music. And when I put up my first reel, it was And I Wonder, man.
Oh,
It's one of my favorite songs. That's funny.
Great song.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Right?
But
Here's my thing. In 100 years, all the antics are not forgotten, but it's gonna be like
Basically.
a footnote.
Basically.
The last one was maybe not.
He's
but like
nuts, man.
I know, but
Only because
like,
of
you
his
know what?
outside behavior,
But
man.
Yeah.
Van Gogh
Make some
cut his ear
relevant
off, man. Van Gogh cut his ear off.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker's
Why?
paintings are in the Louvre, bro. Which is a famous
I might get
museum.
clowned for going Drake over Kanye, man. But
No,
it is
I
what
don't
it
think
is,
so.
man.
You would
No,
have got clowned if you said
Honestly,
LeBron.
it's close for me too. I don't even know. I'd probably be the one to give you the orange pill right that one. Say,
I got one more question. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
And
Burn it up.
And the power of editing. You guys won't hear any of the segments.
Oh man.
I was,
What's the criteria?
I was literally,
What are we basing it off, huh?
I was literally banned from last season. And I was told to stop it. So
Trying to get down.
timestamp that shit. Also, you're gonna hit the record. What is it? The You're gonna hit
What just happened?
what just happened? Don't worry about it, motherfucker. All right.
What's next?
Which game would you rather go to live? A Celtics game or a Pats game?
A Patriots game.
Okay.
Even in this time, well, actually, in this time it's tough, man. But only eight home games, or potentially 9,
Exactly.
versus 41 home games. So unless you're overseas, it's just 17 games versus 82. That's why I'd rather go to a Patriots game.
Absolutely.
I
Big fan of basketball, obviously, but
I don't like
Great
the
being
cold.
there.
I can't sit there. Like, I used to hate going to Salem High football games and be sitting there just fucking, let alone a Pats game.
But this Pats game could be in San Diego. Well, no longer San Diego. It can be in Vegas. It can be in LA, man.
True.
No, I'm taking a Patriots game for sure.
I still haven't been either.
Go to an away.
I've only
Oh,
been
a
to
Patriots
one.
Have you
game.
ever been to any Patriots game?
I've been to one.
I've never even
Or
been to
two,
Gillette.
technically.
I've never even been to Gillette.
Wow.
I've never been. I've been to everything else. I've even been to Bruins games. I've been to and one street ball.
You've never been to a Patriots game either?
Never been to a Patriots.
Oh my goodness.
I've been
You
to
have.
Monday
one
night.
preseason, one actual season.
Monday Night Raw. I've been to.
Right? No, we did. That was fun.
Yeah, we've been to some
I
bad
am
things.
stunned only because we were good for 20 years, and in 20 years, you're
I
like,
missed all of it.
Yeah, you know what wasn't good? The goddamn ticket prices. That's what the fuck wasn't
It
good.
kept going up, man. But bro, for one game,
Yeah,
I
we
am
could've-
stunned.
I just
Right?
We played. Shout out to Mass Flag. Shout out to Corey. We played in Gillette at a fundraiser.
Right.
Yeah, man. All
You know
the
what I
time.
think it is?
on that field.
It
You
was
know what I
awesome,
think
man.
honestly it is? I just enjoy watching football at the crib on Sunday. I just enjoy
Yeah.
being on the couch. I think it's it's better for me than driving up
the red zone going.
Yeah, getting stuck in a
tailgate, though.
parking lot for 6 hours trying to get out of there.
It's tough to convince you now that we're not good, but when we were good,
I'll
man,
go
we were,
now. I hope the tickets drop. I'll go now.
They won't, man.
I know.
Those 20 years, man. New England in general. No matter how bad your team is, they are right.
Somebody
on
at my
us.
job asked me like, "Oh, how much are sell those tickets?" I'm like, "You need to work overtime. That's how much."
Parking is tough, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It sucks. You gotta walk a long way, but you gotta get out to one.
Yeah, we go one.
Man.
I'll go to preseason one. Shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Get into the beginning of the season when it's still warm.
Yeah, I'm not going to the cold. That's not gonna happen. All right. You kind of answered this. You kind of didn't. We'll get a direct answer. What would you prefer? A morning run or afternoon run?
Morning run. I'd go with a morning run just to get out of the way. If it didn't affect work, morning run, you're done. Like you get the little people. I don't know if you heard. You definitely get like a runner's high after a good solid run. I'd rather get a morning run out of the way, and you have the rest of your day to do whatever you want, whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Morning run, get up, 6, 7 in the morning, 7 in the morning, whatever the case is. Get that morning run out of the way.
So that my metabolism boost too from that.
Is it?
So, yeah, just
Same?
running that.
I've been trying to because with the podcast and I've been working long hours. I've been missing the night gym sessions because I'd just be too tired. And I'm trying to get my brain to dude, you're just gonna have to go early in the morning.
Yeah.
But damn, that's early. I have to go into work at 7:30. That means I would have to be up at around your time.
That's one thing I had to do though with the morning wake ups and the workouts. Now I have to drink coffee sometimes at work. I never drank coffee at all.
Right.
But I don't want to get
I
to
never
that.
drank
I'm passing
coffee.
out in the morning meeting if I don't have coffee now.
Yeah.
So and I don't, it's just black, just regular, as healthy as it comes. It's just black coffee. But I had to drink coffee just to stay awake because of the early mornings. But your body gets used to it.
Yeah, I know. Once you start it off, it just needs that
I never
morning
was
push.
drinking coffee, and then my work had the free coffee. You know what I'm saying? Once they added a free coffee thing, I was like,
Freeze for me.
I got a little time.
Yeah, winter came around, you're a little cold in the mornings.
Nice cup of coffee would
You're
help me out real
tired.
quick.
It's now it's every day. Now I drink coffee.
I just think of it a free one's fine, but in my head I'm like, that's $7-8 twice a day. That shit adds up. It's like cigarettes. It's like buying
Free at
cigarettes.
work as well. That's why I'm taking as well.
I definitely just a little cup. I try to just not to.
A little espresso.
Yeah, man.
Espresso shot.
Body's used to it now, but it was some growing pains for sure.
Yeah. And I can't even complain because there's a gym, my complex has a gym, and I can walk to that shit. So I gotta do it. I've been trying to
Build
you know what I'm
on
waiting?
that.
Once it gets a little warmer outside, where I can
That's where I flourish the most. When the sun comes out. When the sun's out. When it's winter, it's hard for me to
predict that yo will be living in Florida in the next 5 years.
It's hard for me to do stuff
Anything, yeah, it's tough.
the winter when it's
Winter's
16
tough, man.
degrees.
I mean, I'm used to it. I work outside. I'm outside all day.
Okay.
So we're used to the cold, but not that I want to do
Cold
this shit
sucks,
for fun.
man. I'm not a fan of it. I hate.
I'm not a fan either. I don't like it either. But unfortunately, I can't I can't work in a bubble, so I have to I bundle up. Best believe I won't be cold up there. I bundle up. I got my Under Armour and everything.
1 week training in the cold as opposed to training for Chicago in the summertime. I was like, I'll take the summer training 10 times out of 10. I cannot stay in the cold, man.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
It's a necessary thing. Yeah. This is what we have to do.
Breathing in the cold.
Accountability goes a long way, man. There's a number of people that are running. I mean, we got at least 10 to 15 people that did 100 miles outside in January, just checking in on each other. A lot of people did it before the 5 a.m. Rec. They were running at 4 a.m. in the morning.
See,
if I would have to
impressive,
run
man.
mornings, because I have to get up pretty early, it would have to be 4.
Yeah, no, that's tough,
3
man.
a.m. 3 a.m.
I wasn't doing all that, man, but
There's a guy at my job.
people find
who
a
does
way.
that,
People
who
find a
literally
way.
Runs. Literally,
but then
not a marathon, but
once you get out of work, you literally have your whole I see the benefits, but I'm just mentally not there. I'll get there maybe one day, but
Chip away, man.
Yeah.
Chip away. Accountability, having a partner, even if you're not both working out the same or doing the same thing, just checking in on each other. It's like, hey, I got mine in. Here's or a screenshot of all your work or whatever the case
I can
is.
barely get my girl to wake up before 9 a.m. You think I'm gonna get her? I'm on YouTube all right, dude. I gotta do something. I can't
Did
lay
you
around.
run?
I can't. I'm an early guy. I'm up
Yeah.
7:30.
Good,
Even
good.
on my days off, I can't just lay down and do nothing.
Good, man. Get it out of the way. Because if you don't do it in the morning, it's not provided that you can do it based on your job.
Yeah,
if
that's
you can get it
tough.
out of the way, you're not fretting in the middle of the day I still got to go to the gym or I still got to get
kills
this
me.
running.
Running
The run's
errands.
done, now you can do whatever you want.
Any convenience, all right, I'm gonna go to the gym. If anything fucks that up, my dad called me, I need you to pick something up. I guess I can't go to the gym. Damn, I got to
be like that.
The headphones.
Yeah. Just like that. You
Damn.
working out in the morning definitely boosts.
No, I get that.
I did it for 3 weeks in a row, every day at 5 a.m. and I felt great at work. But then my whole house got sick, and after a week it took off. Never went back.
Tough,
Yeah, that's tough.
That's the problem. Once you stop, it's like, all
It's
right.
tough. Once you get a good rhythm, like I worked out consistently all last year.
Yeah, I had a good year
As soon
last
as
year.
winter hit, I haven't hit the gym in 2 months.
Oh, man.
Yo, it's kind of
get
nuts.
back, man.
I was like, damn, this is a real habit. I'm going every day. What happened?
I at least I used to go. Remember, we used to go
Yeah.
four or five times a week. I go once or twice. Sometimes, like it's been tough in the winter, but at least I haven't missed a week. I make it there eventually.
Yeah.
Definitely. Sundays, I got nothing to do, so Sunday is no excuse. So I definitely go on Sundays.
Good, man.
All right.
All right, next one. I haven't asked this one in a while. Let's go back to your childhood. Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network?
Nickelodeon,
Let's
Nickelodeon,
go.
Nickelodeon,
Yeah.
Nickelodeon. For sure, man.
Nick.
Sure, man. Not even close.
That's-
I was not.
I didn't think it was close
I
either.
was
He's
not
a Cartoon Network guy.
I watched everything.
Yeah, but you were more a Cartoon Network guy.
Yes, yeah.
Like our household was Nickelodeon. We go down to Josh's house. It
Dexter's
was-
Laboratory. and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. It was Cartoon
Great.
Network.
It's a
Yeah.
great show.
You still watch it now?
I would. But they changed the
Cartoon
animation and
Network for me,
everything.
man. Nickelodeon all
There's
the
always
way,
Nickelodeon
man. Not
for
even
me.
close, man.
Yeah, definitely. Me too. All right. Mexican food or Chinese food?
Mexican. Shout out to that burrito that you were talking about. They got me thinking. Tomorrow, I'm having a burrito for lunch.
There we go.
You just can't. You can eat. I can honestly eat Mexican food 7 days in a row. I can't eat Chinese food more than
Same.
once.
You
Same.
can't do that.
No,
Same.
Nah, that's
Chinese
so
food.
true.
Like-
in the moment is good,
That is
but then
love.
afterwards I'm like, damn, I'm feeling heavy right now, man.
It's the itis touch.
We're not even at
Start going.
maybe once a month, maybe Chinese, but I could go
Not even
months
once a month.
Yeah, not even. I'm being generous. I can go months and months without that
It
shit.
is heavy.
Yeah,
said-
Adiel's a once a week.
I will say
motherfucker.
it is heavy. Yeah.
He's literally our Chinese food correspondent.
Not once a week.
Give me your
anymore.
local restaurant, your go-to local
Honka's, that's
restaurant.
My go-to is changed.
Honka's?
It is Honka's.
Shout out Honka's.
I'm a big Honka. I
Shout out
grew up
Honka's all
on
day.
Honka heavy.
Yeah.
I moved, so I'm like on my trying to find my new,
free
my new,
agency.
yeah.
Trying to find
Which
new
was the
squad.
good one, and I
Yeah.
haven't really like decided yet. But
Some good ones around.
What's yours? You live in Peabody.
I go to Honga's. I live in
yeah,
Peabody,
that's
right
good.
there near the border of Salem.
Yeah.
So Honga's would be my go-to. I mean, there's other ones around, man, but Honga never did me dirty, man.
yeah,
That's what it really is.
I don't want to hear
Not
Kiki's.
Yeah.
My
No,
brother-
trust
brother
me.
Louis
Thank you.
Trust
loves
me, we
Kiki's.
know.
No.
Stop
If you're a
it.
real Chinese food guy, you know
Cut it
Kiki's
out.
is trash. Like,
Yeah.
stop.
No,
especially as they're so close to each other. Why would you pick that
Kiki's. Yeah. two more seconds.
That's two more street lights away. You
Bro,
go
you-
through the lights. Still
do
get
it.
there.
Just do it.
Walk if you have to. Don't stop at Kiki's, man. Sorry, man. I just never enjoyed Kiki's.
Me neither.
man.
Me
Never.
either.
Never.
No.
Right.
That's
Next one.
Honga's is right there.
Facts. Rush Hour movies or the Bad Boy movies?
man.
Yeah, I lean back and everything.
That is a tough one.
Goodness. This might be the orange pill type of moment for me.
We're gonna have to, we're gonna have to introduce a penalty.
A penalty.
No.
Not with you. The
Today,
next, not
penalty.
today, but like thinking on like, yo, if you don't pick one or the other one, we got to do
Gotta run a
something.
marathon.
I'm gonna
Gotta
go.
run a marathon. Jesus Christ.
I will say I don't think there's been three
of each.
three of each. I have not watched the third Bad Boys, and it's
Sorry.
because as much
Yeah,
as I
it's
love movies, I don't watch many movies. I used to watch more movies. I'm gonna go with Rush Hour 3 because I watched all three. I have not watched. I've watched the first two Bad Boys. I have not watched the third one. So for that reason
You
alone,
can skip the third Bad Boys.
yeah.
It's good, but like
For
it's
that reason alone, I'll say
problem is
Rush Hour 3.
with a lot of
Tone
movies like
changer.
this.
Yeah.
When there's a long gap in between like a second and third, and the second one was such a great
The
movie,
best.
it's hard to like.
Yeah, right.
Like everybody's like,
Expectations
oh,
are
it
high,
better
man.
be better than number two, and like
You know it's not.
Not to mention the actors are
Get a little
aged
old.
as hell, man.
Martin Lawrence gained a good 40 pounds. Like,
Line lines from 2 to
Damn,
3
Martin.
is crazy.
Damn,
I mean, it's
Martin.
good 15 years, bro. Like,
I know.
shit.
He's an adult. He's a grown man. He's gonna get older.
Got kids and shit. Like,
His kids got married in that movie.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah,
dude,
can't
time
blame
has
him.
passed.
time fast. All right. Put you on the hot seat for this one.
Sweating already, man.
Should be. Who would win in a foot race? Your boy, Jesse Fowler, or the person we mentioned who had no receptions in Bofka Bowl, Mike DeGromby?
It's not even close. Are you serious?
I haven't seen him run, so this is
Oh, it's not even close. It's Jesse, man.
Yeah,
In a foot race. At this point, I think at any distance, man. Sorry, Mike, man. Jesse's done the marathons, half marathons.
I saw when you were talking earlier how like, you guys could competing, and then I see the Instagram post.
Yeah.
So I figured Mike was in the mix. He's not in the mix like that.
He's active. He's active when we share stuff like that. But no. I mean, when Jesse wants to, and he's just gonna take off, man. Jesse finished 100 miles in January, and so like
we gotta have Jesse on.
Jesse's a dog, man. He was a sprinter. Went to Merrimack College for football and for our track and field. Like, I don't question when he says I'm gonna do something. I don't question it because he does it, man. He's a dog. He was a dog on the flag football field as well. So it's not even close. Sorry, Mike. You know it. They know it now.
I knew it without even asking.
I was trying to give you a little bit of a doubt. I'm sorry, Mike. I set you up for that question. He's like, Mike, you knew. He's gonna text me. You knew damn well I wasn't fast enough, motherfucker. Put me on the spot, and I'm gonna make this a clip, so it's gonna be all over IG too.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Mike, man.
Sorry, buddy.
It's not that close. It's not even close.
A good healthy foot race.
When's the last time you actually raced somebody? Like a foot race.
I won. Last time. It was the middle of Lafayette Street.
You ran in the middle of Lafayette Street?
Yo, that was a long time ago. It was like,
I think
one of my boys was trying to.
We were 12.
We was lit. We was definitely lit.
Oh, yeah. If you're running a foot race, you're drunk. Like,
yeah.
Foot race as an adult, you're a drunk. Like, there's no way.
So convinced he was faster than me. Just because he was smaller, lighter.
They always do that.
They always feel that way. And it's like, fuck.
Oh, Josh would get mad people when we were young.
Yeah.
Because Josh would be big, and I'm like, yo, I bet, he would take off.
Josh was, if not one, the second fastest in our school. And also, if not one, but the tallest.
Yeah.
You're probably the second tallest.
Because of Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos.
Being 6'8" kind of changed everything.
Yeah, right. No, right.
But he can't run.
It's like Josh was literally like bigger than everybody, but faster than everybody.
Yeah, so he was definitely,
The tag situation. You know tag. If you're fast enough in tag, and he's kind of like walking, like, I got him. I was like, oh, you're this close? Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. I remember playing football with Josh, and if he kind of slanted, you didn't tackle back in the days. So I don't know. So the young crowd that's watching us.
I was good before.
Yeah, we're talking past that.
That's where I was going.
Like, you see me both go ball. It's not the same.
So the young crowd, back in the day, we actually used to play tackle football outside. This was a real thing.
Yeah, right.
So Josh, if you would miss that tackle, he's out. Like you get the full speed. When he gets full speed, there's nothing you could do about it.
We used to run the Percy Harvin play back in the day.
Oh, I remember
Percy Harvin's my guy, but he used to Florida did it and did it on the Vikings.
Yeah.
He's literally motion. By the time he gets to the other side and you say hut, he's in full speed.
Full speed. I used to run that play.
And then once he gets the ball, it's over. He's already gone.
And sometimes it would be like Randy Moss. I know he's out there, so so that's a deep. Josh will catch it.
He'll come down with it.
Somehow, some way. All right,
I'll get back to that soon.
Yeah, we know. Hennessy. One day.
Keep the hope alive.
You gotta work more than 3 weeks in a row, bro. You gotta fucking do more than that.
I don't give up on that hope. As much as I still have that image.
I don't think he's still going to the league somehow. Like,
but you got it.
Damn, 32 years old. Like let that dream go.
Master P did it.
Yeah.
Find that motivation, man.
Yeah. Let me not hear. You're right.
J. Cole did it. He was 34.
I'm trained like my mind player.
All right, Hennessy or tequila?
At this day and age, it's tequila all the way, man. Tequila for sure. For a while, it was definitely Hennessy. If I want to be on demon mode, I'll get some Hennessy, some privilege. Yeah. But it's tequila for a long time now, man. Nah, just can't do that.
So
Hennessy
before
shit,
I was strictly Henny Boy. Literally, our crew was called Henny Boys. Kadav signed, what have you, sign after saying Henny Boys.
Yeah.
But again, when that age catches up, you're like, you know what? Like that Henny kind of hits. You know, sometimes you just want a little more calm drunk.
I feel like it was maybe the first official Bofka Bowl. You brought a bottle.
Yes.
And everybody's tapping like, I didn't know what it was yet. So here you go, Craig. Like, okay, got you. It's tequila, bro?
Yes, man.
Wake up.
Yeah, man. We celebrating, man.
I'm definitely more tequila now.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm still
I
Henny
think
Boy.
it's like it happens with age, man.
It happens with age. It's like
Hennessy's tough, man.
That VSOP be hitting you.
Yeah,
Shout out to the many bottles of VSOP was brought to us during the 100th episode.
that was
Literally,
crazy.
like,
I was like, yeah, what is this?
it's because everybody knew, like, oh, it's,
Hennessy.
Celebration.
They know we were VSO people. Gary's the one who now I'm bougie. Now I can't even look at regular Henny. I just toss that shit.
No.
I'm a privileged VSOP guy only now.
Don't even bring that up.
We're not
fighting. We're not fighting. No, I don't want the regular stuff, man.
We're doing better in life. You know what I mean? Like, I can afford
a couple bucks, man. Yeah.
Spend it.
No, you're damn right. Right on, man. Spot on.
All right. The Rock or Stone Cold?
I got one better than that, but if it's those two guys, Rock is legendary. Transcended the WWE, WWF. Shout out to WWF.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, definitely.
Stone Cold was the badass, man.
Yeah.
I gotta say Stone Cold, man. I gotta say Stone Cold, man.
Right.
Austin 316 says I just whooped your ass. That's the bottom line.
That was just like those two were like the clear, like to me.
Yeah,
the
Elevated the sport, definitely.
I'm a little older, so I got Shawn Michaels was my guy. That was my guy, man. But I mean, legendary stuff. But
we used to be kicking each other in the face all the time at the house for no reason because of Shawn Michaels.
Just because, man. Hold that.
Right?
No, but I mean, the Rock and Stone Cold icons, man. Icons, man, for sure.
Legends.
All right. Sounds like both of these guys are going on tour soon. Usher or Chris Brown?
Touring. I mean, I'm an older head, so I like Usher a lot. But all I've heard is Chris Brown is a very good performer,
Amazing.
entertainer.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna go to go watch a show, I'm gonna go with the entertainer, and that's I gotta go with Chris Brown.
It's what amazes me is like he's getting a little up there in age. The motherfucker's still doing backflips and shit. Like you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like
Keep your body right.
I like Usher, but
I think he's just like
I don't know if Chris Brown's out here being a gym rat. I don't know. I think it's just genetics.
gifted.
Yeah, it's just God given.
Shout out Usher for doing the Super Bowl.
yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
dope.
great
Very
performance.
interesting, man.
That's this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my goodness,
The
man.
performance in general, like
Yeah,
It's happening,
just like the
man.
halftime.
no, I wasn't. I forgot about it. It was
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be great.
And last but not least, gotta add a Dominican question on here: Mangu or sancocho?
Wow.
yeah.
That's
the one.
That's the one. Love me los tres golpes. I love my mango with my aguacate on the side. I'm the type that with the white rice is going in the sancocho.
Yes!
Okay.
My God, yes! I'm that guy.
I think you said that because he was gonna ask. I know he was gonna
Absolutely.
ask.
The queso frito is like the tough one for me because I gotta go sancocho, man. Gotta go sancocho. Maybe a little hot sauce. Now that I'm older, I experiment with a little hot sauce. El aguacate. All the beaver in there, man. No. It has
Making
to be
me
sancocho,
hungry.
man. Sancocho when it's hot.
hungry now.
Sancocho when it's cold.
yeah.
Sancocho when it's
Raining, sunshine.
Sancocho after a good run.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I earned this.
Sancocho hits, man. I mean, that's a tough question, but I love that sancocho, man. My goodness.
Right?
Made me so hungry, bro. Now I gotta go
Salivating.
home and eat some sancocho.
Who's open right now for some sancocho at 9:30?
I don't even know where to get the sancocho. I've never bought sancocho in my life.
Damn. No, really.
Bought? No, it's always been made by my parents.
I mean, Lynn got it all the time, man. I'm
true, that
sure,
is
man. Típico, Tony Típico,
I think,
man.
like most of the restaurants got them, right?
And oftentimes, if they don't have them during the week, they'll definitely have them on a Saturday or Sunday. Porque ahí es donde le entramos, man. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
see,
that
a lot
good
of people
stuff,
make
man.
fun of me like, I put the rice in it. I was
No,
like, I put the rice
put
in
it
the
all,
shit.
man. Give everything to me. I want all the flavors.
It's like gumbo. Dominican gumbo. Let's get it.
Oh,
Put it in there.
pour that on, man. Like,
I'm gonna have to figure that out.
this weekend, I gotta finagle away to get me some sancocho, man. Heavy,
Been a
man.
while. All right, shout outs. Part of the show, you just shout out anybody. Shout out Vibe.
Shout out Nerd Gods.
Shout out the Nerd Gods. Shout out Hongas.
Shout out
Honga, yeah.
Shout out 806, man. I appreciate the
Appreciate
opportunity,
you.
man. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for
Shout
having
out
me out
Rec
here, man.
Fitness too.
Yeah, thank
Shout
you.
out
Thank you,
Rec
repping,
Fitness,
man.
for sure.
Shout out my the fundraiser that the foundation that I'm running
Oh
for.
yeah, definitely. Give me all the information you want.
Shout out to Progeria Research Foundation. Progeria is a genetic, fatal, very ultra rare disease that affects children, where it causes death by heart disease. Average age is 14 and a half years old, and I'm affiliated with them. As I mentioned, I ran plenty of 5Ks in downtown Peabody. My very first 5K in 2005 was through Progeria Research Foundation, and that's how I'm affiliated with them. So I'm not just running, because I'm from Boston now. I have a greater cause, and I'm very proud to represent them on April 15th. Patriots Day is the marathon day, and I'm excited for the challenge from now till then to put on a good performance for them, man. They're doing great things, trying to find a cure, because there is no cure for it right now, but there is treatment that has extended the quality of life, and they've gone to later teens and stuff like that, man. And I've met wonderful children along the way.
That's dope.
And it's a cause that I have ties to, and I'm excited and thankful that I got the opportunity to represent them in Boston coming up.
That's dope. Very well said.
Up, man.
Very well said. Any other
Thank you.
shout outs?
Shout out Jam Alchemist Fitness and
Young Soldier Success
Success Group, which
Yep.
is right next to each other.
Soldier Success Group. Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
And shout out P2P.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, shout out Jesus.
Sometimes we forget to shout out Jesus, man. We gotta remember to shout him out.
sure.
He's listening at all times.
P2P.
P2P.
Shout out to P2P. You're right.
Nice, man. Nice.
Shout out everybody at home, healthy.
Yes.
Anything you do to stay healthy.
Get active, man. Get active.
Absolutely. And shout out to every single person running the marathon this year.
Absolutely.
We are all behind you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
26, that point 2, and then you struggling. We're thinking of
Bring
you
it,
guys.
man.
We're definitely cheering you on.
Appreciate it, man.
Angel, we want to thank you for coming by.
For having me, man.
Sharing some awesome stories.
Absolutely.
RG co-host, Sanchez co-host, I'm Melly Mel. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Pal Mundo!
Fire.
806 The Show is a proud member of the Vibe Entertainment family, so make sure you follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, as well as Facebook and the Gram. Leave us some comments, hit us with some likes, show us some love. You already know. It's 806 The Show.
806 The Show, you heard? Take that. 806 The Show.